and very warm welcome as well from HoloWare friend. So I'm Raghav, I'm representing HoloWare. HoloWare is a futuristic technology company which want to invent holographic computer, meaning a group of hardware and software that projects holographic projections to outside world where you can work on like a mobile, what you are seeing on the screen. We would like to invent a device of this sort. So this is how our first journey started, and then this is a long journey, a 7-year long journey, which we have projected. Out of which the first 2 years we projected, we enter into the computer segment, and slowly we start optimizing it and and improving it to become the end product what we are seeing today. And today, so what are the current problems in the workstation industry, to be specific? Workstation is nothing but business computers. So basically that is used by all the higher end GPU and CPU users all across India. So basically most of them are still using outdated technology for the higher cost, and which is providing a low performance. For example, let's say Intel has released 12th generation processor as of now today, and still people are using 7th generation and 8th generation processor. It is still in the market, it is selling at a reasonable cost. And if you look at the expiry date of this process, which is very soon, and probably the lifetime of the product is also very less. So that is the current problem that is faced by the industry, and where HoloWare is trying to bridge the gap by introducing the latest technology, which is less than 1 to 2 year old, and basically improving the performance, using the cutting edge technologies and reducing the cost. Thereby, for example, if we are increasing the lifetime of the product, and if the speed and reliability is more, so then the overall durability of the product is also more. And we are also providing as a new newcomers, we are offering 3 years free annual maintenance service, charges, it's absolutely for the first 3 years for our customers. So this is also one of the solution which is more attracted by the end user, because who's paying at the rate of almost 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per year per workstation they are purchasing. So we started our company in July 2020. As of now, we have done releasing two products. That is a portable product and a tower product. As of we have two sections in the company. One is R&D section, and the other one is the trading section. R&D section will work on the product for 6 months to 1 year and release the product, and trading section will take care of the manufacturing, demand, supply of the pipe chain of the entire product. So now coming back to the USP of the first product, portable workstation. This is the only high-end workstation that is available in the market with support of up to 6 GB of graphics card. That is a professional grade graphics card. And you can still compared to the tower workstation which you are seeing in the right side of the screen, you can carry this machine with the same performance, more or less to the the first level performance to anywhere. And this have almost around 4 monitor screens, and you can connect up to 4 monitors and work at a time. And whereas the tower model, whatever that has been projected in the screen, that has been released as per the customer's request. And this is the motto of this particular product is nothing but scalability. Meaning you can start buying this machine from as low price as 35,000 rupees, and it can end up even scaling up the configuration like a RAID or multiple GPUs kind of stuff can scale up to 12 lakh rupees the same machine itself. So during your lifetime, if you have multiple requirements, you can use the same machine to scale up from one level to another. Apart from that, we are using higher grade Gen 4 SSDs, which can write up to 5,000 MB per second, which is almost 6x or 7x greater than what currently market has. Apart from that, we have ECC RAM support, which will resolve all the automatic errors that will pop on the screen. For example, let's say a YouTuber or a mechanical designer who is working on a project for 6 hours or 8 hours, suddenly his system reboots. Automatically, all the work has been done might be discarded by the system due to the memory related errors. Where we are using special type of memory which will resolve the error by itself. One advantage of using it in HoloWare system is it starts from the very basic price itself. Whereas from our competitor, it starts from the 2 lakh or 3 lakh higher range prices. So current market size, about this, particular desktop and workstation segment is 23 lakh desktop workstation systems are sold all over India. And in South India and Maharashtra alone, we have a market size of around 11.5 lakh computer workstations. This is only the branded computers, survey that has been conducted. Link has been given below. Out of which, 59,000 computers, meaning around 5% of the market share is what we are targeting right now. And currently, we are operating out of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Maharashtra, and we have last month, we have signed up with a national distributor and setting up our branches across cities, almost 10 metro cities we are covering right now, and we have around 30 plus customers, 5 plus we have already got added, and we are targeting to get 1,000 plus customers and more. So all this electronics hardware require certification, and we do have certification as well. CE, ROHS is nothing but reduction of hazardous substances, and ISO 9000:2015, and BAS, Bureau of Indian Standard, which has to be certified for us to export or even using locally as well. So we have around 30 plus strong customer base, out of which Samsung, Levi, and NG Control, that is Hyundai Gear Manufacturing, are the some of the considerable ones, and we have much more. As I said earlier in the discussion itself, performance, cost, and durability are the more important factor, that business will consider during, purchase of the workstation, because, the every minute or every hour they are working and which is losing in the environment is costing them more, and basically that is what, we are adding here as well. And currently we are filing our patents on the two products which we are seeing on the screen. One is robotic workstation. So this particular workstation is nothing but it is a computer which has auto fixing capability. It's considered this computer has some hardware issues. This computer is capable of fixing the hardware issues by itself using self-trained techniques. And second is a holographic computer, and this is nothing but a computer without a screen, or a phone without a screen, or desktop without a screen. So we are bringing computer into the outside world in the air. So both of them are sales around 25,000 patents across the world, and patents are now we are in the filing stage, and it wants to be novel across 25,000 patents whatever has been searched by the patent attorney. This is our roadmap for the next almost 1.5 years. So we are planning to start filing that robotic workstation patent and as well as holographic computer patent in the next 3 to 4 months, and get it granted. And then we are working on parallelly on the robotic workstation production as well. That is self-preparing computers. We'll say that self-preparing computers that production is being meaning a draft product is getting ready by in the sidelines as well, and we are expecting our first release to happen on Jan to March 2023 on the robotic workstation release, and then once it is done, we'll work on the second product patent to be converted into product on April or June time. This is our rough estimate on financial year 1, and we targeted 200 machines to be sold on on the financial year 1. So almost we have sold around 160 machines, and due to COVID-19 we surpassed certain targets, but we are still on on the backside of the funnel which has more targets to be pushed as well. And this year with the pan India entry, so across around 10 to 15 entries cities presence, we are expecting around 40 machines per city per month as a target. Yearly we are targeting around 5,000 machines to be sold. And roughly other targets is based on robotic workstation and stuff. We are expecting the revenue model to be scaling up to around 300 to 400 crores in the financial year 3 and financial year 4. And about the team, so we are currently running with around 28 permanent employees and 22 contract employees, and based on the consultations. And I am Raghav. So my background is I have around 13 years of industry experience with 4.5 years in VMware, which is an virtualization company. I am a B1 visa holder and a regular visit to US every 3 months once during my tenure at VMware. And then I worked in Spanigo, which is a complaint software company. I worked as a top 5 members in the company. And now, the product got acquired by IBM. Almost 2,000 employees are working on the product, what we have developed as a 5-member team. And apart from that, I worked on a MNC called TH Tips, where I'm a technology head. And from there, I have studied LBS, entrepreneurship programming LBS, and started this, company. And Lalita is taking care of, MD. This is MD of this company and taking care of finance. And Arati, who is, settled in, Dubai, Germany, and finally, came back to India for joining in Holaware, and she possesses around 22 years of operational experience and taking care of all the operational related jobs here. And Kalpana possesses around 15 years of, marketing experience, predominantly on AR/VR field, and also in, last stint is in IPAC, and she's now working with us longer run. Jay Kumar possesses 16 years of experience in HP sales, and Venkatesh, Akhil, and Samadurai, everyone possesses around 12 to 13 years of experience in the respective fields. So we started in July 28, 2020. We have raised around 1.25 crores of funding to family and friends. Currently, we are operating out of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. We are setting up our base, as I said, in 10 metro cities, and we are going further. So we are asking around 2 rounds of funding of 5 crores, with first 3 crores, and on the second round of 2 crores. We are looking to expand current user base in India, across cities as well. Apart from that, we would like to, spend the same fund on, filing the, bringing the new patent idea, meaning the product, getting promoted to the world through life. So this is our plan. So basically now, whoever has any questions, I'm open and we can discuss.